So you want to know the best way to shiny hunt any single Pokemon in Pokemon Legends ZA? Well, ladies and gentlemen, you've come to the right place. This is by far the most efficient and easiest way that's ever existed to shiny hunt in any Pokemon game ever. And I dare say you'll have more shinies in this Pokemon game than any before, or probably any in the future, just because of the way that the shiny system works in this particular game. Now, for those of you that don't know, the way the shiny system works in this game is actually really simple, and there's a really easy way to be able to manipulate it. We did our AFK shiny method, which worked amazingly well. And essentially, once a shiny is spawned in on the map, it is going to stay there until you either defeat it or make it run away somehow. And the game will save up to 10 different Pokemon on your map that are shinies for you to go back and get at any point in time. So that does mean even with the AFK method or this method, you can only save up to 10 different shinies on your map at any point in time, but that is still pretty amazing. Now, one thing to take note of with this is it saves only up to 10. So if you do have 10 shinies on your map saved already, your game will not continue to save more on top of that. That means you will have to go and catch one of these Pokemon or make them run away before your game will start saving new shinies. They do not overwrite previously saved shinies in the game. Now, with that being said, let's get into exactly how this works. Now, we are at Wild Zone 2 right now, and I'm just going to fast travel back to Wild Zone 2. And right now, once we spawned here, everything within 50 meters of our location has automatically spawned in, even if we can't see it. And this means every single Pokemon within a radius around us has re-rolled its chance of being shiny. Now, what this means is you can open up your map and you can set a pin. And if you set a pin, you can actually move away from the pin and you can see what your distance from the pin is. So if we walk away from it, we can see that once we get to 50 meters away, everything within that 50 meters that we can see within that 50 meters has a chance of being a shiny. So all of those Magikarp over there, that Alpha Magikarp, all the ones in the water. This would include anything up on the roofs, anything outside of wild zones, essentially any Pokemon in the game that spawns within 50 meters of where you load into the game has a chance of re-rolling as a shiny. Which means the only thing that you actually have to do if you're within the area of a Pokemon that you want is you don't even have to go look for them. All you have to do is just keep reloading into that area, because every single time you load, if we open up our map, we can see that it saves once we begin to load. And any shiny that loaded in on that will automatically be saved. So you don't even have to run around and look for Pokemon. It is by far the most boring way to shiny hunt that's ever existed, but it is by far the most rewarding. This is literally all there is to it, to have the best chance of getting shinies in the game. So we've loaded in a few times, and what we can do now is just kind of walk in, see if any shinies spawned. And if nothing has spawned as shiny within those 50 meters, then we can just keep trying it again. We can already see everything that was within the 50 meters. There are no shinies, and we can just keep reloading this until we get our shiny Magikarp. Now, this works for any fast travel point in the game. Say I wanted to hunt for an alpha shiny Dratini, I could teleport to Restaurant Lana, and if I run to the right of this restaurant, there is this ladder here. And if I climbed up this ladder, I would be able to see that there is actually a Dratini spawn right on top of the restaurant. Now, it is not shiny right now, but I don't actually have to come up and check this every time. All I need to keep doing is just keep reloading this as many times as I want. Just keep reloading it. And after a decent amount of time, I could go climb that ladder and see if there are any shinies around. So this does make it really easy to be able to target specific Pokemon to be able to make them shiny just by reloading into certain areas. Now, the one downside of this is there is a potential for you to load in shinies that you don't know where they are, because they could be on roofs, they could be on trees, they could be on the ground down there. Anything within that 50-meter radius has a chance of being shiny, and if you don't actually look around for them and capture them, you could accidentally fill up your 10 saved shiny Pokemon, making this method not work. So that is something that you need to keep in mind, and make sure to catch any of these shiny Pokemon that are in fact around.